Let's go on a reading adventure and start to explore dangerous ways of jungle or the fields full of snow. Books are filled with endless knowledge. Let's dive right in a world of so many unknowns. Let's go and start exploring. Be a leaf explorer, dive with the fish underwater. Be a leaf explorer by taking a trip into the forest. It's so much fun to be a leaf explorer. Be a leaf explorer, dive with the fish underwater. Be a leaf explorer by taking a trip into the forest. It's so much fun to be a leaf explorer.
Greetings! This is Leaf Explorers Radio coming to you all from our very own Leaf Explorers Base Camp. Let's go over the weather and what the day looks like. Our weather forecast today is a chilly 32 degrees Fahrenheit with sunny skies and no chance of snow showers overnight tonight. Phew! I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to some sunny, warm temperatures in a couple of months. Our research expedition team's first flora and fauna study will be about chickadees, raccoons, and toads. Oh my! The menu at the mess hall today is egg salad sandwiches for lunch and make your own quesadillas for dinner. Don't walk, but run for the Sunday bar celebrating our new Leaf Explorers team that will be arriving soon via helicopter. A bit later today, we'll go over our expedition crates, so make sure to tune in. Oh, hold on. I'm being waved off air by our expedition leader, Katie. What's up? I'm doing the morning announcements. I can't wait. Oh, gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you adieu until later today, as Katie needs the radio to try to get a hold of the new crew that are trying to radio in.
Come in, Leaf Explorers. Hello, Leaf Explorers, can you hear me? Hello? There you are. The radio signal is so much stronger here near my cabin, and hopefully you're able to hear me loud and clear. Well, hi, I'm Katie, the expedition leader here at Leaf Explorers, and I'm so excited that you're going to be joining us on our latest exploration adventure. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Before I go on, I have to introduce Leaf Explorers' trusty sidekick basset hound, Droopy. Yes, Droopy, I know. I'll let them know, too. I promise. Droopy requests belly scratches, warm campfires, and hot dogs every night when we settle into camp, just so you know. Anyway, what great timing that I was able to reach you on the radio to welcome you as our newest Leaf Explorers team. We'll be exploring incredible places, learning about amazing new things, and, of course, having lots of fun. There's so much to explore and learn about Earth's biomes. Whoop, are you still there? The radio cut in and out when I mentioned the word biomes. Let me explain just in case. Biomes are large areas or regions of Earth, our planet, that have certain climates and certain living conditions that call that area home. Some biomes that we'll be exploring on our upcoming expeditions are deserts, oceans, forests, and more. Each may have different weather, like does it rain or snow there, different average temperatures, like is it really hot or is it super cold? Or do they have different types of flora and fauna, which are plants and animals living there? Some may even have different kinds of smells, and Droopy's gonna be so excited when we tell him that. Before we embark on our expedition, though, I need to go through my backpack checklist. It's really important to make sure that we have everything that we need to explore safely, kindly, and courageously. Let's see what we have here. Let me just put my backpack onto the table. Hold on one moment. Okay, let's see here. I have a lot of stuff in here. Hold on one moment. Okay, first, I have my field journal, which is a notebook. In case I see anything amazing that I want to write about or draw. I have pens and pencils and crayons. Let's see. Oh, a compass and trail guides, so I can make sure that we're going in the right direction. It's really important. Some trail mix and water. I use a reusable water bottle instead of plastic ones, so that I'm reducing the amount of waste that I have when we go out on our expeditions and in everyday life. Let's see, what else? Oh, a book! You never know when you're going to find a really good reading spot out in the wild. I'll make sure I show you a few. And also, the last thing, hey, wait, Droopy. Well, I was going to mention a blanket, but Droopy just ran off with mine. Oh, I could mention this, though. One thing that we definitely can't forget are our radios, which I'm actually talking to you on right now. We need those to stay in communication with Leaf Explorers Base Camp when we're out exploring. You know what? Let's follow Droopy and see where he went. He's always on the trail for new smells or sounds, as everything is so thrilling and new. Droopy! Droopy! Oh, there he is. There's Droopy. He's over at the campfire. Let's go sit over with him for a few minutes and get all nice and warm and toasty. Maybe even we'll make a s'more or two. On our way over, we can talk about how amazing all the flora and fauna are here at Base Camp. We're right outside of a forest and in a clearing, and we're able to see tons of different wildlife that come and visit us during the daytime as well as during the nighttime. Sometimes it even sounds like we have our own wild symphony. And there's one of my favorite forest musicians now. I'm so happy that we were able to see this and hear this. That sweet chickadee-dee-dee-dee melody is being made by a bird of the same name, the chickadee. You can find chickadees primarily throughout North America, and there are multiple different species. While their lovely chirping sounds are soothing and pleasant, the more chickadee-dee-dees you hear, the more alert they are. The longer call signals some kind of danger in the area. Ooh, well, don't worry, little chickadee. We're all friends down here. It's really cold. I'm surprised the chickadees are here. Hold on one second. I'm just going to go radio over to our team and see if I can ask them a quick question about chickadees. Hey, Michael. Come in, Michael. Michael is one of our expedition guides here at Leaf Explorers Base Camp. Let's see if he answers.
Michael here. This will have to be quick, though, as I'm heading to check to see if Big Mama has laid some eggs for our egg salad lunch today. She's sneaky and stealthy, so I always have to be quick.
Oh, good, he answered. Hey, I'm so glad we got to reach you, and oof, good luck with Big Mama. I think by quick and stealthy you mean plucky and bitey. But good luck. I called, though, because I'm going over the basics of Base Camp with our new Leaf Explorers who I have on the radio, and I have a chickadee question. Can I ask you?
Absolutely. I love a good chickadee. What's your question?
Okay, great, thanks. Do chickadees migrate? It's really cold here at Base Camp, and I'm really surprised they aren't south for the winter like a lot of other birds.
You know, these tough little feathered friends don't migrate like other birds. They hunker down in the cold weather and gather in excess of food, like small seeds, to make it through the chilly winter months. This is called caching. Weighing less than half an ounce, these birds are certainly small, but mighty. And they stick around in the cold weather just like you and I do.
Wow, I had no idea. That's so interesting. So probably the chickadees that I see coming back and forth from our bird feeder are probably the same chickadees. They probably stay within our area. How cool is that? Can you teach us more soon?
We'll learn more about chickadees in our expedition crates this month. Anything else I can answer for you? I'm just about at the chicken coop.
Nope, that's it. Thanks so much again, and good luck with Big Mama.
Thanks. I need all the luck I can get. Oh no, she spotted me. Big Mama, I'm coming for you. Just checking in on some eggs. Uh-oh.
I'm sure he's fine. Anyways, this is a really good reminder to always make sure that you are very nice to your flora and fauna friends, ladies and gentlemen, including Big Mama, who you'll probably meet. And with that, I thank you, little chickadee, for your bedtime music. What is it, Droopy? What do you hear? Wait, I hear it too. It sounds like rustling in the bushes. An important thing to remember when exploring in the wild is that you're in someone else's home, namely the animals that live there. We're here to observe and enjoy, not to necessarily interact with them. So if we're quiet, maybe we can see what's making that noise. I think I might know what it is. Let's see if you can guess. These forest creatures have a black eye mask, like a superhero hiding their identity, and they're known for taking what they want when they want, like raiding gardens and tipping over trash cans to find a midnight snack. But even though they get a bad rap, they're pretty amazing creatures. What do you think it is? Let's listen one more time. If you guessed raccoon, you are absolutely correct.
Are you talking about the raccoon? I just saw her in the bush when I was walking over.
Hey, Stacy. Stacy's one of our librarians here at Base Camp. She keeps us all up to date with any books we may need for our research. I'm actually on the radio right now with the new Leaf Explorers crew. We're discussing Base Camp and some of the flora and fauna we find here.
Hi, everyone. Nice to talk to you. We'll be meeting you soon enough. Speaking of raccoons, I have a fun fact for you. Did you know that a raccoon lived in the White House as a pet? Her name was Rebecca, and she was President Coolidge's family pet.
No way. That's so cool.
Yeah, I agree. These nocturnal omnivores, which means they eat plants and meat, snack on almost anything, including clams, fish, nuts, fruit, and insects. And sporting that dark patch of fur around their eyes does more than just make them look cool. The mask helps them see better. The dark color of the fur around their eyes absorbs incoming light. This reduces the glare that would otherwise bounce into their eyes, obstructing their vision.
Oh, so kind of like how we wear sunglasses during the day?
Kind of. As a side note, you might want to keep an eye on that raccoon, because I think she might be eyeing some of your s'mores at the campfire.
Thanks, I'll make sure to keep an eye out. You should come back in a bit and we'll cook up some more s'mores.
Good one. I'll see you later. Bye, Droopy. Such a good boy.
You are such a good boy, Droopy. And with that raccoon noise, I think I'm just gonna back up towards the campfire a bit more. Droopy, I'm just gonna take some of the blanket, okay? Get all nice and warm and toasty in front of the campfire. Ah, now this is what Base Camp is really all about. I live for these moments here at Base Camp, where I'm all snugly in front of a campfire with Droopy, gonna make some s'mores in a minute, and just pondering what our next expedition will be. I wonder what other fauna or animal friends may pop in for a visit. Or should I say, hop in? Funny? No, just me. Okay. But in all seriousness, do you hear that? That's so odd, as it sounds like it's a toad. But it's too cold for them. Unlike chickadees, toads don't stick around for the colder months. They dig deep down into Earth's soil to hibernate. Where is that coming from?
Oh, sorry. That's me. Your friendly Leaf Explorers zoologist. I'm listening to amphibian songs or calls, voices, I should say, to get ready for the spring expeditions. I want to be able to just hear a specific type of amphibian and say, that's an American toad, or that's a male frog because it croaks.
No worries. I was just so confused as it's too cold out for toads in this type of weather. Gwen, come on over. We're about to make s'mores.
Thanks. That sounds great. I'll have 2 s'mores, please. Hey, Droopy. That was actually an American toad you were hearing singing that beautiful song, and you are correct. It's too cold for them this time of year where we're located. All of the toads we usually see here at Base Camp every year are probably hibernating about 2 feet or so below where we're standing. That's about 24 hockey pucks, or 2 rulers on top of each other to put it into perspective. It'll be so much fun to watch them emerge from the dirt in April or May, as they usually make their cozy underground beds in September or October, depending on the weather.
I remember reading somewhere that some toads might love their hibernation home so much that they come back to that same spot every year, kind of like a vacation home. Is that true?
Sometimes. It's kind of like how birds fly south for the winter to sometimes see the same places. If they find an awesome pre-dug hole, though, they'll take that instead. Work smarter, not harder, am I right?
Yeah, that's so true. You know, since they come out in the springtime, is there a certain temperature that they like before they come back out of hibernation? I mean, for me, it's really like a 65, 70-degree day. That's like perfect for me to go for a hike, but I didn't know what toads would kind of be like. Don't get me wrong, though. A crisp winter morning hike, that's pretty nice, too. Here's your first s'more, by the way.
Thank you. Around 40 degrees Fahrenheit is a solid place to start. Always watch out for toads in your backyard. They can be found in a lot of different habitats. Oh, this is delicious, by the way.
Good, I'm glad. Droopy's caught 1 or 2 toads, I'm pretty sure, in his day, but he always lets them go really gently. I think it's because they don't taste really great. Ugh. Do they, Droop?
They're actually considered toxic to eat, so I'm glad you spit them right back out, Droopy.
Oh, wow. I had no idea. Can you tell us what they look like just so we're aware, so we can watch out in our own yards or wherever we may see them? Granted, I don't think Droopy will be eating any of them anytime soon again, but it'll be good to know what we can look for in identifying them.
American toads have a dry-looking, leathery-skinned back that is covered in yellow and red warts. Of course, all toads do have varying looks, and they can be quite well-traveled. Well, sort of.
What do you mean?
The only place you won't find a group of toads is in Antarctica, in isolated islands like New Zealand, New Guinea, and Madagascar.
Well, that just means that when we're on expeditions in those areas of the world, we won't ever have to worry about toads hopping into our sleeping bags. Oof, that would be a surprise.
Hey guys, I could use a little bit of help over here with Big Mama if anyone is free.
Poor Michael. He's been trying to
Wrangle Big Mama away from her eggs? Yeah, I heard the announcement this morning about lunch and knew that might be an issue for him. At least on our next expedition, he won't be on egg duty since we'll be out in the wild exploring. I can't wait.
I know, I can't wait either. It's going to be so much fun. And I know Droopy's super excited by those barks. You know, maybe I should go help Michael. He did help me with a chickadee question earlier.
I'm on my way.
Okay, awesome. That looks like that's covered. You know, in the meantime, I was thinking about doing a Campfire Read-Along. What do you think, Droopy? Great. How about we read The Treehouse Trio by Arisman? That was the book that was in my backpack earlier. You're more than welcome to stay if you want, Gwen, and then you can keep eating your s'mores. You look like you're really enjoying them.
Sounds great.
If you have a copy of this book, go ahead and pull it out and we'll go ahead and read it together. The Treehouse Trio by Arisman. Harper loved her summers the most. She got to spend them with her 2 best friends coming up with crazy business ideas. Bridget was a math and science superstar. With the help of her trusted laptop, she could find the answer to just about anything. Mona was quirky, creative, and really good at drawing. Harper was the one with the vision and determination. Together, they were the best team. Their talents would make their small town even better. Harper's special treehouse was the perfect place to start their new business. Bridget came up with their first idea, a lemonade stand and bake sale. Harper's mom's famous chocolate chip cookies were sure to be a big hit. Mona happily hummed along to the music in her headphones while she designed bright, fun flyers. The grand opening was amazing. Everyone loved the girls' fresh squeezed lemonade and raved over the cookies. But just as Harper was handing a customer another delicious, fresh-baked cookie, a bird came out of nowhere. It swooped down, and in a flurry of feathers, escaped with the cookie. Harper tried to shoo it away, but the horrible bird continued to dive at their table of treats. It scared away all the customers. "It's a black-capped chickadee," said Bridget matter-of-factly. Mona just grabbed a pencil and started sketching the bird perched in Harper's treehouse. Harper stomped her foot and crossed her arms. She didn't care what kind of bird it was. All that mattered was that it was ruining all their hard work. Mona came up with their next idea. She loved dogs and knew how much work they were for busy families, so she suggested they try a dog wash. But that horrible bird must have sent out a tweet to all of his animal friends. Bridget reported that a scurry of squirrels had moved in nearby. In case you didn't know, dogs and squirrels don't generally get along. The wet pups chased the pesky squirrels, and Mona chased the wet pups, and Bridget chased the soapy Mona. And Harper ended up soaked and disappointed. The chickadee song sure sounded a lot like mockery to her. Not ready to give up, Harper came up with a third idea: a lawn and garden care business. But by that time, the treehouse had been completely taken over. There's a skulk of red foxes inside the treehouse, a gaze of raccoons on the balcony, and a colony of hares at the base of the tree trunk, said Bridget, her eyes big with excitement. And look, a knot of toads in the mossy area behind the ladder, and even a loveliness of ladybugs on Mona's art desk. Their treehouse now looked more like the park a few blocks away. Where are they coming from anyway? Mona wondered absently, drawing pictures of their uninvited guests. Harper tried to shoo them away, but they weren't budging. How are we ever going to come up with a successful business with all these animals in our way? She despaired. She tried to hold back tears as she thought about giving up on her dream. Mona put down her drawing tools and gave Harper a big hug. "It's gonna be okay, Harper. We'll find a way to fix this. Don't worry," she said. "But how?" puffed Harper. "Chickadees love maple trees, so it might be happier in the park," Bridget offered. But when they got to the park, they were greeted with a face full of dust from tractors. The noise was deafening, and many of the trees had even been dug up. "Well, that explains why all the animals moved into our treehouse," Mona coughed. She pulled out her sketchbook once again. "This is horrible," Harper realized. The animals were not pests that were out to wreck her businesses. They were helpless, displaced creatures. We need to help these animals find new homes. After doing some internet research, Bridget found a solution. If they worked really hard, they could build a special garden for wildlife right at the treehouse. They could even apply to have it certified as an official wildlife-friendly habitat. "We just need to provide proper shelter areas," she explained. The next day, Bridget showed up with lots of fruit and berry-producing plants. Mona had already drawn up plans to build birdhouses and squirrel feeders. "These gray tree squirrels require leaves and twigs to build a nest, or dray," explained Bridget. Mona and Harper rushed about, digging holes around the tree roots for the foxes and hares to use as burrows. Exhausted and nursing blistered fingers, they surveyed their hard work. Their garden was beautiful and filled with active animals and insects. Mona wandered off, cutting and pasting all the animal drawings that she had made onto a board. She scrawled some letters across the top. The Treehouse Trio Wildlife Garden. It wasn't the business Harper had imagined. It was even better. They went to hang the sign, and when they peeked inside the chickadee nest, they discovered 3 small white eggs with brown speckles. Harper smiled with pride. Together, they had added this wonderful, safe space to their community. She pulled Bridget and Mona in for a big group hug. "Let's hang the sign over next to the pond instead," she said. "We don't want to disturb the chickadees." Just like the other chickadee we saw earlier. What a great book! I'm so glad that we took the time to do this, and especially since you got to eat some s'mores.
Hey, Katie, a helicopter just flew overhead. I think it's probably the new Leaf Explorers team.
What perfect timing! That's you in the helicopter. Well, this has been a great introduction to our base camp and some of the wildlife we'll be sharing this beautiful area with. Droopy and I are off to the helipad to greet you and can't wait to learn and share with you all again on our next expedition. See you later! Oh, before I go, I forgot. Earlier today when I got on the radio with you, I cut Michael off. He had some other announcements, so we may get cut off on the way to...
We're finally back on the air and can go over our expedition crates. To make your expeditions even more exciting, we have Leaf Explorer expedition crates that can be sent to you in the mail before each expedition. They have a world of knowledge and fun activities, including a book where we research 3 flora and fauna that are showcased upon the pages, just like the raccoons, toads, and chickadees we met earlier, flora and fauna bookmarks with fun facts, an educational poster with fun activities, a Leaf Explorer's embroidered patch for each expedition, and more. You can check out Leaf Explorer's website at leafexplorers.com to learn exactly what's inside each month's expedition crate and how you too can become a Leaf Explorer. That's all for today. Signing off. Let's get ready to read, explore, and play.
Be a leaf explorer by taking a trip into the forest. It's so much fun to be a leaf explorer.
Hi, this is Katie Goodsell, the founder of Leaf Explorers, and I'm so excited that you were able to listen and enjoy our first podcast today. My voice might sound a little bit familiar. I play Katie, our main character, throughout our podcast, and you'll be hearing from us and our characters Michael and Gwen and Stacy and more as we release podcasts every single month. Not only are we releasing podcasts every month, but we release read-along videos, lots of educational materials, and more. So please come check us out, and we'll see you on the next expedition.